Hi guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another account improvement in Summoners War. Today we are on Xerath's account. It's a global account and this account wants me to make him a solo R5 team. Now, usually I don't make solo R5 improvement videos because I do think there are a lot of guides out there on YouTube, big or small, by different content creators showing you various teams that could get you a successful solo R5 team. Yes, it does differ in the time. The free-to-play one, depending on your rune quality, are usually a little slower compared to the more premium one, but the difference is pretty small. I do think 2, 3, 4 seconds even is a acceptable difference because really it's less than a 2, 3 minute difference overall. What most people want is to have a successful Solar 5 team where they don't fail. And with the update, it got much better because now even if you do fail, the run still continues. Although you're kind of throwing out energy, I think you don't care about that too much. So people just care about actually doing 30 runs and succeeding in most of them. This account was a special one. It was a unique one because this account was created 19 days ago. Now with the update, it's really easy to get all your towers done. I don't know even if you should call it towers anymore. Get your skills maxed so that you get all the beneficial effects that are crucial in PvE progression. So this account now level 70, it's safe to say that he has all those crucial skills done. And he came to me asking me to make him a solo R5 team. Now, I told him that it is not guaranteed, right? It's just not, because with the record where you're only 19 days in, I don't even know if you have the rune quality to make some decent builds, a damage dealer specifically. He's running like everything on hard. Seeing this, it looks like he has a decent team, although some are slow. They are successful in a way where I could be optimistic on his runes. His solo R4 wasn't even 100%. He said he's failing 1-2 times every 10 runs, so he is going to be happy with 100% R4, and just by grinding and powering up the runes, the builds that I give these units, I think he could naturally go into solo R5. Our goal in this video is going to be a successful solo R5 run. I hope that I could get it. If not, then oh well, it just means that your rune quality or your box was not able to support it. Now, obviously, the higher the rune quality you have, the less dependent you are on your box, because you could use like other units as damage dealer where they don't output as much damage, but because of your rune quality, it still does decent amount of damage. It's a little different for this account because rune quality, yeah, it's not the highest, safe to say that, 19 days old, and his box is not the greatest, again, safe to say, for 19 days old. But he does have an LD5, probably really lucky. I'm not saying he's free to play. I think he is spending a good amount of money on the game. Like I said, there's different ways of people enjoying the game, and if you could afford it, if it's not that much for you, if this is a way how you relieve stress, then go for it. I just think it's bad where you use too much money where you can't afford it, you're going into debt for it. But if it's not that case, then you should definitely do whatever you would like to do to find your enjoyment. Now, you guys might be wondering why I'm doing the magic dungeon. Is because I'm trying to awaken this girl right here, the Sylphid, because it gets this strength and skill. We have to get a few more of this, or actually a lot more, so I'm gonna start running it, and then we probably will just fuse this one right here. I want to show you guys the team that I'm going to be running. So actually, let me stop this before I do it. This is the team that we're going to be going with, okay? So the first one is the typical triple wolves with bird, with the collie. That's not a 6-star, that's not 2A, but I think it'll do the job. We will be lacking this damage due to the base stat difference and due to runes, but let's see what we could do there. The middle one is the typical BJR5 with Hua, because I do think his Bale's not going to do enough damage, so I do want Hua moving last so that we could add an additional turn to kind of squeeze in the damage we need for the first jump. And then the last one is kind of weird because we're running a Xerath Xerath frontline, and that's because I just don't see a better frontline unit that could also do some decent damage. Yeah, so I just went with that. This is all his units right here that you see, and then a few more here that are not built. So you guys can see why I'm going with this team here. And I put Sabrina as the front line because she takes less damage. Oh, she doesn't, because the raid boss does not get any beneficial effect. So maybe it's just safer to put Huawei here, like that. Huawei naturally will have a tankier build because she's the healer, defense breaker, so more on the supportive role, while as Sabrina and Talia will be on damage builds, right? So this is what we're going to be changing. I can show you guys the runes right now. Freya, I already gave it a double fight will build, and it's not going to change. We just have to awaken it. This is the Trickaroo. I don't know if it's going to do the team up right now. I think if we give this probably artifact, it might be close to it. But if not, we'll change it or we'll give it better runes. Rogue looks like this. A lot of these builds are going to change, guys, because there are speed tuning issues and there are damage issues. We only meet a certain threshold. Like even this Crow, right? Super low crit rate, just not built correctly. A lot of these are not built. He said, I don't know how he was running his R5 team, but he said he had a 80% victory rate, maybe 70%. I'm not exactly sure. But guys, don't bash him too much because this is a 19-day-old account. And when I started the game, we didn't have R5 or we didn't have Raid at all. I think a couple hundred days or maybe a year or two in, Raid came out. And I think even then, people were struggling. I still remember the time when you guys had to meet or play with 2 other people and it will still take 2-3 minutes because there's no such thing as the BGR5. But we saw the runes. I'm gonna go try and make my changes the best as I could, and let's see if this 19-day-old account could get a successful R5 run. Hey guys, we are done with making all the changes. We were actually able to beat R5 once. It's not very consistent, obviously, because we fail multiple times. Sadly, I wouldn't say it's a success to get a reliable R5 team. But his R4 is no longer an issue. He never fails, 30-second average. Now I'm going to try and run R5 here, but I do want to show you guys the builds on everything. And also point out where this account could improve in to get a more consistent run in R5. So this very first team that you see here, I think everything is almost as good as it could be with his rune quality right now. We did get Freya awakened. She's on double fight will. We have the Ikaru that I believe does have the defense to pull everybody, I hope. If he doesn't, this is also a rune quality issue, right? So it's not something that I have really control over. He also didn't have artifacts, so I farmed a little of that. So you're going to see a lot of yellow and white artifacts. Now, the next unit that moves is probably Crow because I wanted the branding coming in as early as possible. We have decent accuracy. You can see that we're missing a lot of tankiness. Rune quality issue, missing a lot of grinds and gems. So this is why I think it's better if he just focuses on R4, because as soon as he starts grinding all of this and gemming some of these stats with something better or that fits more to the build, I'm pretty sure it will bring more to the table in the R5 run. So another green artifact right there. Actually, the very first unit that moves first is Kali, and this is another place where he could improve on because he can make this a 6-star, even second awaken it for more damage stats overall. With artifacts as well. Again, Rune, a build that's missing grinds all over the place. Then we have the Rauk, that's the 230 speed, much damage as possible with his current runes. He was actually missing a lot of good fatal will sets. It was really hard to find builds with a lot of crit rate. And thankfully, in this R5 content with all the leads, the fire units only need 58% crit rate. But other than that, like the water units, the dark units, every other element needs 81% to be a reliable damage dealer. And that's kind of what hindered his successful runs. We had a very hard time in this last team to get those builds. Birds right here. It's actually a little faster than the Rauk, so it might be better if you grind these runes to, or maybe just even get a better build with speed here. So it goes in front of Bird to get more boost overall. The middle team is a typical BGR5. Colleen goes first, double fight will, and then we have the Lauren on double fight will. Then we have the Belager going on rage will. Again, just needs the grinds, guys. Just need the grinds to get a harder hitting, more tankier Bale. Then we have Hua, because this is the way I do it, so we could get additional damage if your Bale can't do the damage to proc the second jump or the jump itself. And then we have the Gora going, and then finally the Jansen going. Sadly, we couldn't get triple fight on the Jansen because he was lacking fight sets. All the fight sets you are seeing right now were crafted using the 8-coin event. We were able to buy that yellow crafting material to create all these fight sets. The last team, the one that has the most flaws, while he goes first on all these broken sets on a crit damage build. You can see these white artifacts right now with decent accuracy. Probably wanted to get fully skilled up. Then we have the damage dealer. I did make Douglas go second because I wanted the branding in, but I don't know how good it will be. Missing these runes being maxed and all the grinds. No skill ups. The Talia is going next. No, I think Sabrina is going next because we want a defense break in first. Violent Blade. So this was actually on an attack build, crit damage attack, but then the Talia is not. It's on an HP build, and this is because we were lacking runes. We just couldn't get any builds that gave her enough crit rate. Also, this Talia is missing a lot of skill ups, so getting these skill ups, getting these grinds, getting these gems, powering up all these runes will give this account a much higher chance to have a successful, reliable solo R5 team. Then we have the Purian to boost, and then finally the Xerath just to do a big nuke, where this is not even powered up at all. This is not even plus 15. This is not even plus 15. So many flaws right now. It's just because he didn't have the mana. We started with like 13 mil and we used up everything. I sold a good amount of runes too, but it still wasn't enough. So we just have to work with what we have. So let's see if we could get at least one successful run in this video in R5. I did see it succeed, and we were able to get the LD scroll because it was his first time succeeding the R5 run. Okay, no brand or anything. Wow, we're lacking a lot of damage, so it didn't even jump. So this is really bad. This is not a good run at all. Yeah, we get the jump now, but I think the boss already hit us twice, so most of the units will die with this jump. Oh, actually some survived. Wow. So I guess we got the crit rate. Oh, no 5 stacks though. That's not good. I'll be surprised if we succeed this. I know we're not. Yeah, there's no way. Look at that. Oh, and because of Oblivion, we're not even getting the stacks. So we failed that one. That was pretty bad. We didn't get any early defense breaks. The last team is still alive, which I'm surprised with. Is trying its best to carry the team, but it is gonna fail here. But we are fairly close, fairly close. I mean, it's not a good run, and we were able to still get pretty close and killing the boss. I think if we got maybe another turn with everybody surviving, there could have been a chance. But it looks like that will not be the case. Let's try one more time. We're fairly close there actually, even with with extremely unsuccessful turn of events. Oh, it keeps going. Okay, cool. I guess that's the power of repeat battle now. I wonder how many times it will continue with the failures. Okay, early defense break. Still no scar. There's the scar, and then one turn. There you go. The jump. See, right after Hua moves, the jump happens. This is exactly what you wanted to see. The question is, can we end it with a blast? So we get 5 stacks there. The Furious March comes in. Okay, cool. Nice. No branding here, but we do decent damage. Hua is doing some work. And the other teams are all alive, which gives us the win in this R5. So it's possible. It's possible. If the runs go well, it's possible. 39 seconds, 36 seconds actually. Oh no, 39 seconds this run. But is it reliable? Not even close, right? Not even close to say that's reliable. Like I said, there are so many flaws or just missing opportunities in the builds, which is gonna probably cost a lot of reliable runs. This one went really well, but it could only get better from now, right? Because if the user really wants to do this efficiently, he would only run R4. He'll run R4 until he could grind all of these units up. And with the mana that he gets to, he will be powering up all the runes to make it plus 15, and then it'll be good from there. Wow, that was a very clean run. That was a very clean run. So I think we did get it to a point where we're very close of succeeding. That was the fastest run that we've ever gotten. But like you guys have seen, we failed the very first run. So I think it's only a real success when you could succeed in those kind of runs as well. Like if things go really bad, oh well. Okay, it still went well because the jump happened before the Jansen moved. It's really important that the jump only happens after Jansen moves because the Jansen's skill is extremely important. Oh, but there's the wipe on the very first jump. So yeah, we're not going to win this one. So we'll stop it here once it fails. But it did succeed twice, which I think is pretty good. And we did see the, I guess, possibility of this being a success. So I hope the account owner keeps grinding, keeps trying hard. I think for now, just do R4 because it's probably the way to go. That was it for this improvement. This is only, again, an account that's 19 days old. 19 days. And he's already getting an S in World Boss. So you could tell that he's trying very hard. I think you could maybe go for Toa first because you only cleared 56. And with the current rune quality and stuff, I don't know if it's maybe the box that you have. It could be. But I will try and strive to get a team that could finish Toa because you want to get as much as you can for free from the game every month. Yep, but that was it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want account improvement like this, please join my Discord. A Google form is there. Please fill it out. There's a long wait, but earlier the better. If you guys want account reviews, please join my Patreon. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.